Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Scam Inbox, where once again my 75-year-old alter ego proves that you don't need to be good with technology to completely ruin a scammer's day. Now, before we begin, a quick reminder. The character you're about to hear is fictional. He's an elderly gentleman who only just about manages to use TikTok. Anything remotely technical requires assistance from his long-suffering neighbor. He's polite, trusting, and a little confused by modern technology. But one thing he does understand is that if someone starts asking strange questions on the internet, something probably isn't right. Today's scammer wasn't exactly the sharpest tool in the shed. It all began exactly as these conversations usually do. "Where are you from?" I replied, "London." Simple enough. Being polite, I asked the same question back. "Where are you from?" Silence. Well, not actual silence. It simply ignored the question completely and moved straight on to asking for photograph. Now that's always a warning sign. If somebody refuses to answer even the simplest question but wants your picture straight away, alarm bells should already be ringing. So I asked again, "Where are you from?" Again, completely ignored. Now, by this point I'd already done a little homework. The profile picture showed what appeared to be a young Asian woman. The account told a different story, and after carrying out some checks, everything pointed towards Nigeria. The profile and reality weren't exactly best friends. The conversation continued. "What are you here for?" I replied, "I'm happy to answer questions, but I like knowing where the people I'm talking to are from." Reasonable enough. Then came one of the strangest moments I've seen. Instead of naming a country or even a city, it sent me a complete London address, including the postcode. Brilliant. So naturally I looked it up on Street View and saved a screenshot for later. I replied, "Oh, which part of London is that? Maybe we're neighbors." Apparently that was too complicated because all I received back were question marks. I don't think the scammer understood what I'd asked. Then things became even stranger. It sent me another photograph. Except this woman looked absolutely nothing like the person in the profile picture. Apparently we're now collecting identities. Then came the question, "Are you available for hookups?" Now remember, my alter ego isn't exactly fluent in modern slang. So he innocently replied, "Oh, you mean fishing." I genuinely like imagining the scammer staring at the screen wondering whether it was dealing with the world's most innocent pensioner or the world's biggest headache. Shortly afterwards, it typed something along the lines of, "You can't understand." Although, judging by the grammar, I suspect it actually meant, "You don't understand." Ironically, that sentence described the scammer far better than it described me. Then came the predictable part. The scammer wanted to move the conversation away from TikTok. That should always set off alarm bells. Scammers love taking conversations onto encrypted messaging apps because it's harder for platforms to monitor what they are doing. But my old man has one golden rule. If they contacted me on TikTok, they stay on TikTok. No exceptions. You could almost feel the frustration building on the other end. So I decided it was time for a little theater. I casually mentioned, "I'm just going to the store." If scammers had tails, this one would have been wagging. You could almost hear an imaginary cash register ringing, CHHing. Then it asked for gift cards. Not even specific ones. Just gift cards. That alone made me think I was dealing with someone fairly inexperienced. Most organized scam scripts ask for a particular brand. This one seemed happy with almost anything that could be turned into money. From that point onwards, well, I'll let the conversation speak for itself. As always, no real money was ever spent. No gift card were ever purchased. And the only thing being wasted was the scammer's time. And that's the important message. Never buy gift card because someone online tells you to. No genuine prize, celebrity, charity, government department, courier company, or romantic interest needs paying in gift cards. Ever. Gift cards are for presents, not payments. Finally, as always, I reported the account to TikTok. And can you guess what happened? That's right. According to TikTok's moderation, there was apparently nothing wrong. Again, which is disappointing because every scam account left active has another opportunity to target someone who may not recognize the warning signs. That's why channels like this exist. Not simply to laugh at scammers, but to expose the tactics they use before they reach someone more vulnerable. If this video helps just one person avoid being conned out of their savings, then wasting a scammer's afternoon has been time well spent. Stay safe, stay skeptical, and remember, if a stranger on the internet suddenly wants photographs, refuses to answer simple questions, asks you to leave the platform, and starts talking about gift cards, you're not talking to your new best friend. You're talking to a scammer. And on the scam inbox, they've just picked the wrong pensioner.